So Kelsey Mitchell was Caitlin Clark's teammate last season and is going to be, as she said, always in Caitlin's backcourt. That is a big one. She said she was always going to be in Caitlin's backcourt. And we have got some interesting points from a podcast from Kelsey Mitchell talking about the whole Caitlin Clark fandom, which is interesting. If you guys agree with all what's said, subscribe. We're trying to hit 43.2K by the end of the day. And I don't know if you think, Caitlin Clark fans are all toxic, which means you don't agree, don't subscribe. I don't make the rules. I kind of do, but I don't make the rules. Either way, is Kelsey Mitchell talking about the Caitlin Clark fans?
I think that experiencing it, I love Caitlin Clark fans, but Caitlin Clark fans are different. They see square shots in the gang,
And the fact Erica Wheeler is there as well, laughing about it. I'm just saying, there is nobody that took more flack earlier in the season than Erica Wheeler. And she's still laughing about it. She's probably she saw both sides of it. So did Leah, so did Kelsey Mitchell. It's like being a Laker fan. It's just any sort of big fandom. You see both sides of it. When you're playing well, it's the best thing in the world. And when you're not playing well, dear Lord, it's the worst thing in the world.
Different. They are very passionate people, and they gonna ride or die.
Listen, Caitlin Clark is a god to her friends. She does no wrong. Do not play. Do not play with her fans.
Just to say, C-Square, I'm happy I'm on the right end of it.
We on the right end of the stick, baby, because
I hate to be.
Listen,
because
they love us right now. But if we go right left, it's over for us.
Caitlin Clark fans, I love you back. I promise. Please don't. Her fan, but the one thing I would say about Caitlin Clark fans that I can't appreciate, they'll go anywhere she go.
They gonna travel.
She
gonna go to the desert. Travel.
And
right there
I just
with
think
her.
It's super dope though, because it's they would literally go anywhere she go, and so she's built that kind of platform. Damn.
I mean, they'll go watch her play golf. That was the best thing, was when they filled up the golf. That was the thing where I'm like, dear Lord, they'll watch her play golf. She's in the off season. They're gonna watch her play freaking golf. But yeah, I think we've grown to love pretty much everyone on the Fever. I'm gonna keep with all the girls that are still not in the Fever next season. Oh, that's the thing where it's Erica Wheeler being look, we're on the right side of this. We're on the right side of this, which is good. And if you're Erica Wheeler, you're especially as the season went on, and even Kelsey Mitchell to an extent to start. Kelsey Mitchell couldn't catch a pass to start the year. Do you remember what game was it? The Sky game where Kelsey Mitchell just kept fumbling passes. They were thrown straight at her. This wasn't early in the season where it was hard passes. She was literally fumbling the ball going straight at her. And people were turning on Kelsey Mitchell, but it's it is one of those. It's the truth about it. And it's not just the Caitlin Clark fandom. It is any fandom in the world. Caitlin Clark fandom is almost like the freaking Swifties of basketball. It is. It is. If you are in the circle in a positive way, you are it's the most beneficial thing for your career. And Natasha Howard has seen that. Natasha Howard, her whole press conference was man, I can't wait to catch passes from Caitlin. I'm just going to run and catch her passes. And she's probably thinking all I have to do is run hard and catch the ball and score layups. I do those 3 things and I'm a legend. I become one of the 10 biggest names in women's basketball. All I have to do is run hard and score layups. And Kelsey Mitchell's not wrong. Erica Wheeler, they're not wrong. They're not wrong at all. It's not just about Caitlin. We love Kelsey and Leah just as much. I wouldn't use the just as much, but I was going to stop watching if Kelsey wasn't going to play for Indy. It would have been a real deal breaker, the 3 of them playing together. I'm going to miss Erica. She brought a lot of lightheartedness to the team. I wish she would have taken less money, but I reckon Erica Wheeler's on decent money. I reckon wherever she goes, not that she's going to be on the max contract, which is what was she on, 207 last year? I think she's going to be on about 130-ish. I think that's going to be the amount. I do think it would be, if Erica Wheeler was willing to play in the minimum, they would have signed her. But I do think Sydney Colson is going to play a very similar role to Erica Wheeler, both on and off the floor. I think she's going to be better on the floor than Wheeler. And even though I think Wheeler's a better player than Colson, I think specifically for the role that Wheeler was needed for, I think that Colson's going to be better in less minutes. But passion is not the word I'd use. Well, it wasn't you speaking. That's the thing. Wait until they set foot inside Carver Hawkeye Arena for an exhibition game. Yeah, like, I don't think these people will realize, if you are Natasha Howard, if you're Dawana Bonner, and once you set foot in that exhibition game, it's just going to be like, oh dear Lord, what is going on? Like, it's going to be like college all over again, because a lot of these players did play for packed crowds in college, but as soon as they left college, it was done. It was done. And my favorite thing about this is, like, the players that have been directly involved. And by the way, both Kelsey Mitchell and Erica Wheeler have been on the wrong side of these fans too. And that's the problem. That's the thing. It's like being a Lakers player. It's like playing for the damn freaking Knicks. It's like playing for the Lakers. When you're good, they love you. Like, Jalen Brunson is a god in New York. But if Jalen Brunson had have sucked on the contract they signed him for, he'd be public enemy number one. And that's the thing with sports fans, fanatic sports fans, is that when you're good, they love you. When you're bad, they hate you. And it's not a personal thing. It's just, it's just it's a purely basketball thing. And I think the WNBA have never experienced that, a lot of these players and stuff. So that's why they'd be so shocked and saying stuff about Caitlin fans. We want them gone. It's like, they don't want Caitlin Clark fans gone. They don't. They want fans gone, period. They're like, oh, we don't want these people. It's like, they don't want the Angel fans that went mad at Dana Evans and Izzy Harrison. And again, like, I'm not going to, just like I said it then, I'm like, one, Angel's not responsible for that. And two, if you play garbage, you're going to be called out by fans. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'll defend Dana Evans and the fact that people are like going mad at her, calling her every name under the sun because she wouldn't pass the ball to Angel. And I'm sorry. If my coach is telling me to pass the ball to someone who I know is not going to score, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Like, that's not being a team. If that means not being a team player, people are like, oh, she wasn't a team player last year. If not passing the ball to someone who can't score is not being a team player, then I don't know. Then that's fine. Like, there's acceptable times to going against your coach. The coach got fired, like, for a part of that reason. And then obviously Izzy Harrison having to deal with it too. Like, Izzy Harrison got abused on social media for rebounding the ball. Like, she literally rebounded the ball. That's all she did. There was a game where she got 10 rebounds and Angel Reese needed to get the last rebound on, like, the last possession or something. And Izzy Harrison got killed for, stealing rebounds. Stealing rebounds! Like, what are we talking about? She rebounded the ball and she got killed. So the two of them obviously couldn't retake it. But that's unfortunately the thing with social media is there's going to be fanatics everywhere. Every player, especially when you look at basketball where a lot of fans are fans of the individual rather than the team. If you are helping that individual to succeed, they're going to love you. If you're not helping that individual to succeed, they're going to hate you. And that's just sports. And that's just what's going to happen with fans. It's going to happen. The same thing's going to happen with Paige. The same thing's going to happen with Juju. The same thing is going to happen when another player comes in. The same thing happens with A'ja Wilson fans. It's sports. And I do really like the fact that obviously Kelsey Mitchell was talking about it positively, and Erica Wheeler's like, man, we're on the right side of it. This is good for us because we're on the right side of it. But that's the thing with fandom. There hasn't been much of it in the W, but with that continuing to increase, you're going to see more and more of it. And if you want to get rid of Caitlin fans, trust me, it's going to be no different with Paige. It's going to be no different with Juju. It's no different with Angel. It's no different with A'ja. It's no different with the Liberty. It's no different with any of them. But anyway, I'll see you guys.